Hello and welcome to a new video, welcome to a new vlog, welcome back to another day or more in my life in New York City. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the decoration because today it's pouring rain outside in New York City, so I have no light in this apartment. But with this, makes it extra cozy, even though it's going to be more difficult to film. But today I cannot film all day because I have plans later in the afternoon, but I wanted to open some things. I cannot take it anymore. I wanted to open it with you, but I also want to start using them. So that's why I got ready super quickly and I'm dedicating hopefully only an hour to film what I want to show you today before I have to head out. And I also have a lot of editing to do before that because yes, my schedule has been all over the place and it became very difficult to find time not only to film but also to edit, which takes a lot of time. Yeah, but today I hope you're gonna enjoy this vlog, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like if you know you're going to enjoy it, if you want to support me, and leave me a comment. Let me know your feedback, as always, about this video or anything else you want to share, because Harrison and I, we care about you. Without further ado, let's start the vlog. I've been hiding something from you and I hid it in my kitchen. It's not a small piece. It's a new piece of furniture. Yes, yet again. When I'm telling you I am determined to finish decorating this apartment, I mean business. Another thing that is free. My friends are definitely sponsoring this channel. I do not need any brands. I am getting so many things for free from them. They're really good friends and they were parting way with that, and I really love this piece. What are we gonna do with it? Another reason my schedule has been up and down with filming and editing is also because since the fall we've been taking a few weekends out of New York City, and I'm not always telling you about, but we've been going to my friends, the one that gave me this piece. They just bought a new house in Pennsylvania near the Poconos Mountain, and we've been helping them moving from the whole house to the new house, which means we have an excuse to get away from the city for a weekend from time to time. It is work, but it's also very good to get out of the city. And Harrison always enjoys it. To be fair, he is really into a car ride. He takes his best naps in the car. And this is like 2.5 hours away from New York City. It's on the outskirts of the Poconos Mountain. And the good thing is they also have a lake house, which I've been sharing more on my Instagram. I don't think I've ever shared it on YouTube, but usually we spend some time at the lake house and it is so good because it is very peaceful. It's like a wooden cabin. I mean, it's a house. It has 3 bedrooms, so it's definitely a huge cabin just on the lake. So you're right there on the water and it felt so good last weekend. It was really good to be there and enjoy some peace. We moved all day. It was a lot of car rides, a lot of trips from the old house to the new house, but also we spent the night at the lake house, and in the morning I just enjoy, I think it was probably almost 2 hours of reading in bed with a coffee, and yeah, you're just surrounded by the water, by the trees. It is really peaceful. Harrison was enjoying it, just taking naps with me on the bed while I was reading. This is also usually, if I skip a week, you can bet it's because I was away from New York City, or I was working, or I was sick. This is definitely a good reason. We're probably gonna spend more time over there, I hope, if we get an invitation again. So maybe I will try to incorporate it more on YouTube. The house overlooks the mountains, so it's full of trees. It's a big yard and it's also a big house. We're gonna spend a few weekends here and there over there, I'm sure, and Harrison loves it. But the good thing about them moving is they were getting rid of furniture, and I really wanted this piece. It's like a nightstand. I think it is a nightstand, and I really enjoyed it. It's really old looking, but it is from Ballard Design. I don't know if I can find it online. I'm not sure how long they've had it. More storage, and maybe it's gonna fit right next to my bed, so we'll see. I think we should try it out. And the good thing is my friend already cleaned it, so I don't really have to clean the drawers anymore, and it's in really, really good condition, but a little bit worn down, and that makes it super special. This feels very formal. Actually looks lighter on the camera than what it is like in this bedroom right now. Feels like the end of the world. But new nightstand, and my guess is I'm gonna try to fit it over here. I think it's gonna fit. We're gonna measure it, but I'm pretty sure this works over there. With a high ceiling here, all I want is for that bedroom to be less echoey. I'm still debating about a rug because it's very dusty and I have a pet, so I don't know yet. I would love to get a rug in here, but it's not something that I have looked for or found yet. I'm gonna keep this one here. I actually like how light it is compared to that caramel wooden dresser that I have here, and right there it's another desk that is almost the same shade as this one. So I don't want it to be completely all wood here and then a white thing on this corner. So I'm gonna keep this as is. I'm probably gonna push the bed closer to the wall and then try to see if this could fit there. What I have right now, it's a piece of furniture that, I don't know, it's a shelf that I found in front of my building, and I took it and it served its purposes. It's not very steady, but it did the job. So this is more storage. It's also a beautiful piece, and yeah, let's see if it fits. There's only 2.5 inches missing, so pretty sure it's going to fit, but let's see if it doesn't look too bulky though. This is my stock of Vogue magazine. I have a few of them all over the apartment and I can't get rid of them. I just love them. That fits perfectly. It definitely looks way more than what it used to be. I like nothing in my bedroom, but somehow I keep adding things. It looks good with colors in this bedroom. Okay, what do we think? I think it looks pretty good. Honestly, I could not have had anything better. And also it gives me a little extra space on each side of a bed. Someone has to come and inspect. Yeah, so I definitely have more space over here to walk around. I could maybe potentially try to sleep on this side of a bed, although I'm definitely a left side sleeper because I sleep on my right, so I need some space on this side. Also, Harrison's bed is over there, so it makes it even more of a cozy corner. He's really gonna enjoy that. Now, the part you can't see is what I am seeing, and let me tell you, I have a messy closet, but I have a messy corner where I have been piling a bunch of stuff. It definitely looks nuclear, giving off radioactive energy. I would not put myself over there, and this is something I need to tackle, probably off camera. And then on my desk over there, it's a little messy, but what takes a lot of mess is what I want to do with you in January, and it's all the frames that I have accumulated and find their right spots on the wall. But for now, it's living here because I don't have a garage. Just because you're hanging out with me almost every week, let me show you, without any shame, my radioactive corner. Promise you, the next time I show you, it's not gonna be as messy. Well, well, well. This is the Christmas tree box, so it's gonna go back into the closet as well as my AC. I don't think I can fit this, so this is still gonna live here. And these are a bunch of stuff that I need to throw away, but I hate breaking down boxes, so I always wait to have a bunch. It looks even messier in the bottom. This is something I'm gonna tackle sometimes this week. What is that? I don't know you, but I feel like everything starts earlier than usual. Christmas is not here. Pretty sure you can find Valentine's decoration in the store right now. But this was good for me because I received an email and I got pulled in. These are things that I really needed. And I've had this for 2 weeks. Yep, 2 weeks yesterday. I haven't opened them because I wanted to open them with you. Harrison is right there. And as you can tell, these are all for me. Maybe Harrison, you want to do the unboxing? You know this is not for you, right? Is that okay? It is gonna help you because it's gonna help me taking you on a walk. When I put up the Christmas decoration, he sat on that corner over there and he definitely recognizes his Christmas stockings. This is where he's going right now. He cannot wait to get it filled because usually that's where I put his toys for him. And if you have a dog, you know that you can't hide anything from them. So anyhow, I ordered 3 pairs of shoes, as you can probably tell, but 1 pair is actually 2 sizes because I read online that they were running small. So didn't want to take my chances because the prices were super good for this. So let's open it. No big surprise here when I talk about taking Harrison on a walk. These are sneakers, and as always, it's from Nike. I can tell that these two are the same pair, just different sizes, and this one is probably the bulky one. Let's open them together. And just so you know, the reason I pulled the plug is that they were running a deal of minus 40% off on those pairs with an extra 25% off. So you do the math, they were super cheap. I don't remember exactly, but I will put it on the screen. Okay, let's discover them together. These are so pretty, and I've never had this style before. These are the Air Max XC. They're super, super pretty. I like the fact that all the rim here is leather. So even though it's white, it's easily cleanable. The Nike logo is dark green, as well as the Air Max part. So a little bit of white, gray, and green, and I really like them. I don't necessarily want these to be my park shoes. I want them to be more my city shoes. I think it's gonna look really good, and it's also gonna be so comfortable. Now, these ones I'm also super excited about because my Nike leather shoes, I've been running them for a good 2 years, and yeah, they've been with me in the snow, in the rain, in the mud. They've been washed so many times, and they're starting to be really not comfortable because they're too worn out. And that's the thing with me, I wear my shoes to the ground. I'm usually a 7.5, but this one on the website said it was running small, and it also said it on Reddit, so you're gonna trust the Reddit people. Ooh, I actually like them even more than on the website. These are the Nike Court Vision Low. They're super sleek and completely leather, so that's great in order to be able to clean it, because it means I can wear them in the park with Mr. Harrison and just wash them after. But it's also a great city or travel sneaker. Obviously, I love the white. I took them in pink. It's like a powdery pink, so it definitely looks more matte than on the website, but I actually like it even more. These are my size, the 7.5. These ones are half a size smaller. And you know what? Let's put them to the test. Look so good. I actually really like them. They're very comfortable. They're a little bit tight, so I have a lot of support. But I love the style of them. Definitely comfortable. As always, my little inspector. What do you think, Harrison? Are these nice? It's like, shoes on, we're gonna go on the walk. Not yet, buddy. I definitely think these are a keep. Next one, I think I'm gonna try 7.5 first. I like them because they are super simple, but I don't really feel the difference between 7.5 and 7. It's not that much, to be honest. I decided to put my normal size on the left, and this one is half a size smaller. This is 7.5. And this is a 38, so a 7. To be honest, I think they run actually pretty true to size, and I like having a little bit more room, but also I feel like in the 7, my big toe is definitely touching, so that could be an issue. I think I'm gonna keep my regular size, 7.5, and they're super pretty. You can't really see the real color on camera because all my lights around here are yellow, and also it is pretty dark. I do like them a lot. I do feel though that this style of shoes make my feet look way bigger than what they are. Or maybe I just have big feet, who knows. So yes, pretty good haul, and definitely a necessity when you have a dog that loves to walk as much as Harrison. But now I am gonna stop filming because I need to do a lot of editing, and before that I need to hop on the phone with my grandma because it's Sunday. So let's see when I pick you up, but for you it's gonna be in a few seconds. For me, probably gonna be in a few days. The fact that snow is showing up in December is so cool, especially before the holidays, because it sets the mood. A lot of people have different opinion about that, but I do enjoy snow in New York City. Sure, downtown is probably a nightmare, but I like to just take the good out of it and see how Central Park is so gorgeous and feels like a fairy tale. Yeah, it just reminds me why I love living in New York. Sure, it's cold and you know, it's not very practical, but something I would have never known watching movies that were set in New York City when I was little, that one day I would be able to experience it. As a New Yorker, comes at a price, but we're not going to talk about this. I'm not sure how far along we are in the vlog, but pretty much sure it's long enough that you're probably wondering, this is a holiday vlog, Jenny? Where's the holiday content? First, you had the snow, and now we're gonna do a little bit of a craft activity. I think this is the perfect weather to just enjoy being home alone with the heat and also do nothing and rest. And I don't really want to be on the computer, taking the camera out. We are gonna do something that I didn't do last year, is building a gingerbread house. I haven't done this in so many years. It's definitely over a decade since I've done it. And this one, I bought it and I don't really think I knew it was a mini house. And I also want to do this that I've had for 10 years now. And it's crazy to me because I got this when Harrison was a puppy and I got it at TJ Maxx, actually. That's surprising. It's a clay ornament. Harrison's 10. Can you believe it? It's my 10th Christmas with Harrison. And by the way, we took a holiday photo to send our Christmas cards with, and it is so cute. He is definitely making any photo photogenic. I'll pop it on the screen. For now, let's put on some Christmas holiday magic into this vlog, and let's start by building the gingerbread house, which I am a craft person, but it doesn't have to look good. Let's see, what do we have in this? Hopefully the light is okay. It's cozy ambiance. And that's real life, baby. All this for nothing. This is really, really, really mini. Let's see if this is still good. Should be fine. It's not like I'm gonna eat it. Let's see how pretty it's gonna be. This could be an ASMR vlog. All right, so it says, massage the white icing pooch for 2 minutes. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. That should be good. We're gonna separate the panels. I like how this is becoming a gingerbread tutorial. So we got 2 panels, 3 parts each. That's easier than I thought. Fun fact about me, I'm left-handed, but cutting, I cannot cut from the left. I always cut from the right. Comment below if you're exactly the same. Cutting straight is not my forte, but who's gonna judge me? You? Come get me. I'm already making a mess. I didn't say this was gonna be a clean build. Let's manifest the house of my dream. Could be in Charleston, could be in Provence, who knows? No, that's really, really mini. Let's try to do a 5-year-old gingerbread house and see how I do. We got one side, people. It doesn't have to be perfect. It'd be great to look good though. Okay. Harrison thinks I'm eating and he's just there on my side. I'm building a house, buddy. Promise I'm not eating a treat without telling you. That would be criminal. All right, people, we have a standing house. Okay, it's a little bit wonky, not gonna be the perfect house for a hurricane. And this has a pattern. Okay, probably gonna fall during the night, especially as, if you can hear this, as my heat is blowing off right now. We have a house, people. If we have a standing house, by the end of this segment, I definitely can be an architect. I should have looked at what time it was when I started this thing. Once my stomach starts making noises, I know it's definitely been too long. I put the house with the open window in my bedroom. It's time for the next craft. For this, we're gonna need a board and we're gonna need a Harrison. Are you ready? This has definitely been opened before because, well, I never do it. This is the size of an ornament. This is how much clay I have. Let's see, this is gonna be a test of how long the clay can be good for. And if this works, it's great. If it doesn't work, it's okay. But I do have little ones because I bake with this. Actually, I could probably bake something with this. Let's see, maybe it is enough to do this size of a little bone. And actually, no, because your paw is pretty big. Let's do this. We got a sticky clay, which we're gonna roll. Another ASMR moment. I should take my rings off for this. So roll, press, cut, ready. It says no mixing, no mess, hair drying. Okay, so it doesn't say how long to hair dry it for. Hopefully before Christmas. I need to remove all my jewelry because this is not helping. Look, I drew Eiffel Tower. This is how you know you're French. Finds you even in the deep end of America. We have our clay here and we have our little Harrison. This is not very cooperative. Oh, look, it's your bow. It's so cute. It's you. Is this cheating? It's gonna be yours and mine. It looks better on the camera. I want to make it around actually. This is what it looks like. Little tips, if you're doing something similar at home, put it on parchment paper. I just need to put a hole so I can hang it. I'm gonna dry it and we're gonna wait for Christmas. Good job, Harrison. It's probably been 20 minutes now and the house is still standing and it is dry. So that's a good sign. Now we're gonna decorate it and I think I'm gonna follow this pattern because why not? This is done so neat, definitely AI. If you think this is gonna take a while, it's because it will. But I am trying to go as quick as I can because I definitely want to move on with my life. Crafting with Jenny, I hope you enjoy this part of it because that's the reality of it. I don't have much patience. I mean, I do, but not when I film for some reason, which is why I do some stuff, but I don't film because somehow I cannot do several things at the same time. That looks terrible. Also, I licked my fingers and I don't recommend. Maybe there is a little bit of glue in it. Let's see how that turns out. I have no joke for this. It's just reality of me licking my fingers just to see if it was good icing, and I can confirm it's not. This is definitely something that you can enjoy doing if you had kids. I'm the kid. What am I supposed to do? What are you doing for Christmas Eve? I am going to my friends and I'm so excited because I know that the food's gonna be amazing. All right, that doesn't look that bad. Let's do this part. I don't have that much planned on Christmas Day. I don't remember the last time I went home for Christmas, but that's the reality of not having your family for the holidays. Don't get me wrong, I am sad of not being able to go, especially because I just felt like going home this winter would have been nice. It is reality. The prices were insane and not regularly insane, twice the price of what you pay in the summer. When I looked mid-November, it was $2,500 for a New York City to Paris. And I'm talking main economy. I don't even think the luggage were included. I don't remember how you call it, like economy, let's just say economy poor. And it was still $2,500 of flying right before Christmas and coming back right after New Year's. How much it would be if I fly on Christmas, come back on New Year's, meaning let's go home and not see my family for the actual holiday, it was still $2,000. So that stopped me in my track. If you're wondering why I'm spending the holidays alone with Harrison, it's because it was too damn expensive and I could just not justify the price. So we're gonna stay home for Christmas. All right, I need to focus on this.
One eternity later.
Ta-da! Or more like, point. How did I do? You don't need to judge. I judge myself. This is the model that I followed and it's almost as is. I think the roof is pretty nice. I took some liberty to only put red on top. And if you're wondering why are the windows not done, that's as far as I could get because the icing was drying so fast and then it kind of fell apart. I do not have it on camera, but I had to rebuild the foundation. This is not me manifesting the house of my dreams because it would be a nightmare. You don't need to give me any tips on how to do gingerbread because this is most likely the last time I'm doing this. And then if you're wondering what does it look like in the back, that is none of your business. It's not done. but because again, I don't have any icing and I am done with this craft. This is the reality of doing crafts. It doesn't always work out, and it's the same for life. I shouldn't say that. It's Christmas. I should be cheering on. Talking about cheering, you deserve a very holiday New York City vlog, and I'm gonna end this vlog by taking you along through the holiday windows. Spoiler, I've already done it and it was gorgeous. I really enjoy it. So thank you for hanging with me with those crafts. Thank you for not judging me in the comment section, but you can definitely leave me a comment if you want. Let's take a walk down memory lane for me, but this is actually the holiday windows and holiday tree and the Rockefeller tree and the Palace Hotel and Tiffany's. Okay, I'm stopping spoiling right now, but let's cut to the last segment of this video, which is gonna be the most aesthetic one. Mind you, it was cold, but it was worth it, and I like to bring you along with me, so let's do this.